Did you know that many women confuse perimenopause and menopause? And that understanding the difference between these two moments can completely change how you experience this phase of life. If you've heard these terms and felt confused, or if you're noticing changes in your body and want to understand what's happening, this video is for you. Today, we're going to clarify the difference and walk together through the phases of a woman's life, from birth to post-menopause, so you can understand exactly what happens, when it happens, and why this is important. Welcome to MenoJourney, your space for information and support about perimenopause, menopause, and the entire transition around this phase. If this topic resonates with you, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and like the video. That way, more women can find this path of knowledge and support. Now, take a deep breath, grab your favorite tea, and come with me to discover everything about perimenopause and menopause, and how understanding this difference can change the way you take care of yourself. Perimenopause and menopause. Two words that many people use as synonyms, but they have different meanings. Simply put, perimenopause is the journey, menopause is the milestone. Perimenopause is a transition period that can last for years. It's like a long road that starts around age 40 and can continue until about 65. Menopause, on the other hand, is a specific point on that road, a single day in the calendar of your life. Menopause is the moment when a woman completes 12 consecutive months without a period. When we talk about menopause, many people think only about the end of menstruation, but that's just part of the story. Before menopause arrives, the body already starts sending signs of change. That's when perimenopause comes in, a broad transition phase that begins before the last period and continues for years after, like a winding road full of discoveries and new beginnings. To understand these phases clearly, we need to look at the hormonal timeline of a woman's life and see where these phases fit. When we are born, our ovaries are dormant. During childhood, there's no significant hormonal activity. Then comes puberty, usually between ages 8 and 12, when we experience menarche, the first menstrual period. From there, we enter the reproductive years, called the menacme, a fertile phase full of hormonal energy, ovulation, and regular menstrual cycles. This fertile phase usually lasts until around 40 years old. Even if the cycles seem normal, hormonal changes quietly begin around age 35. The ovarian reserve declines, and hormone production starts to fluctuate, although you may not notice significant symptoms yet. Internally, however, the body is already preparing for a new chapter. Between the ages of 40 and 50, these changes become more intense. Signs start to appear: shorter or longer cycles, changes in menstrual flow, sudden hot flashes, insomnia, irritability, anxiety, unexplained mood swings. This is called perimenopause, the early stage of the transition. During perimenopause, it's common to feel that something has shifted without fully understanding what. The body reacts in different ways. Some women feel intense heat, others experience deep emotional changes, others notice fatigue or joint pain. Often, emotional changes show up before menstrual irregularities. It's like the body is quietly warning that a transformation is underway. And then comes menopause, the moment when you complete 12 consecutive months without a period. It's an official milestone, confirmed retrospectively, meaning you only recognize it after a full year without menstruation. After menopause, we enter post-menopause, a phase that can last for the rest of your life. It brings new challenges, but also new possibilities for self-knowledge, freedom, and reinvention. To make it even simpler, think of it like this. Perimenopause is the long journey full of twists and turns. Menopause is a specific milestone, one single day on the map. After menopause, the journey continues into post-menopause. Now that you understand this essential difference, let's dive deeper into what happens in the body and mind during this transition. Many people think menopause is just the ovaries stopping, but that's only part of the story. Perimenopause deeply affects two main hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Over time, ovarian activity declines. And because these hormones regulate much more than just menstrual cycles, the impact is widespread. Sleep, mood, skin, bones, concentration, metabolism, everything is affected. And here's something fascinating. Menopause is actually a neuroendocrine condition, meaning it involves both the nervous system and hormonal regulation, especially in the brain. It's not just the ovaries changing. Your brain actively participates in the process. Let's make this practical with real examples. Take hot flashes, for instance. Many women feel an intense wave of heat rising from their chest to their head. But this heat doesn't come from the ovaries. It comes from the brain. The drop in estrogen affects the brain's internal thermostat. The brain misreads body temperature and reacts by releasing norepinephrine, triggering the hot flash. That's why it feels like your head is in an oven. The origin is neurological, not gynecological. Another common symptom: waking up suddenly at 3 a.m. It's not just insomnia. It's due to estrogen deficiency affecting the brainstem, the area that regulates sleep-wake cycles. This hormonal drop disrupts the system, causing sudden awakenings. And when you feel irritable, tearful, or like your emotions are all over the place, those mood swings are neurological too. Estrogen helps regulate serotonin levels in the hippocampus, the brain's emotional center. When estrogen drops, serotonin drops too, increasing emotional sensitivity. Mood changes are linked to the amygdala, another brain area affected by lower estrogen. In short, the emotional, physical, and cognitive symptoms of perimenopause are deeply neurological. And knowing this is empowering. You are not crazy. You are going through real biological chemical changes. And not all women experience perimenopause the same way. Some breeze through it with few symptoms. Others face intense hot flashes, mood swings, insomnia, joint pain, weight gain, loss of libido, vaginal dryness, and more. Why the difference? Genetics, lifestyle, mental health, diet, physical activity, chronic stress exposure all play a role. And this is where information becomes power. Understanding what's happening allows you to find the best strategies to care for yourself. During perimenopause and postmenopause, it's essential to take extra care of your health. Schedule regular checkups to monitor bone, heart, and hormonal health. Eat a nutrient-rich diet, focusing on protein, vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, calcium, and vitamin D. Avoid excess sugar and processed foods, which increase inflammation. Stay active with regular exercise, especially strength training to support bones and muscles. Prioritize sleep quality and find ways to reduce stress. Seek emotional support or therapy if needed. Emotional wellness is key during this phase. And of course, talk with your doctor about treatment options, from natural approaches to hormone replacement therapy, always personalized and safe. Beyond physical care, it's crucial to honor the emotional side of this transition. Many women experience a sense of loss of youth, fertility, identities they built over decades. These feelings are real and deserve compassion. But here's an invitation to shift your perspective. Perimenopause and menopause are not just about loss. They are also about rebirth. Many women report feeling freer after the transition, free from external pressures, imposed roles, and social expectations. This is a phase where you can reconnect with yourself, your desires, your dreams, your essence. A time to reinvent yourself, to put your health and happiness at the center, to nourish projects, friendships, and pleasures that truly matter. So, while we lose some things, we gain others: experience, wisdom, autonomy, time to care for ourselves, freedom to live more authentically. Menopause marks the end of biological fertility, but opens the doors to emotional, intellectual, and spiritual fertility. It's the beginning of a new story, one that is freer, more conscious, and more genuine. It's time to redefine priorities, to choose more clearly what truly matters, to embrace projects that nourish you, relationships that honor you, and routines that allow you to flourish. With information, self-care, and support, you can navigate this phase with lightness, health, and joy. You can live it with renewed self-esteem, with energy for new projects, with excitement to discover new versions of yourself. And now, before we say goodbye, let's quickly recap what we covered today. Today, you learned that perimenopause is the long transition process, and menopause is the milestone of 12 months without periods. That perimenopause usually starts around 40 and can last until about 65. That physical and emotional symptoms are due to hormonal and neurological changes, and it's not just in your head. That it's possible to live this phase with health, well-being, and purpose, with the right care and emotional support. That this is a profound transformation and can be one of the most liberating phases of your life. Thank you for walking with me today. If this video brought you clarity, comfort, or inspiration, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other incredible women on this journey. Here at MenoJourney, we believe menopause is an opportunity for deep reconnection with our true selves. Throughout our videos, you'll find serious information, heartfelt support, and inspiration to live this phase in the best possible way. If you're experiencing perimenopause, know that everything you feel is valid. If you haven't reached it yet but want to prepare, you're in the right place. And if you've already gone through menopause, know that your experience is precious, for you and for all the women who will come after. See you in the next MenoJourney video, because together our journey is lighter, more conscious, and infinitely more beautiful.